it from here. Really nice backhand volley there by Schneemann. Taking the ball well out in front of her body. That's how she was able to control it and cut it so well. Interesting, Sleeth not choosing to come in behind her serve return. We'll see if that continues. I think these courts favor the aggressive player coming to the net. Ooh, a little bit wild on the overhead there from Schneemann. And we are about to be joined with a color commentator, Tyler Loon, just coming off a very tough match with Jay DeVilliers. Tyler, how you doing?
Jim, what an honor.
For who? You or me?
You.
Tyler's getting his headset fixed here. He'll be able to give us some good insight. He just played on this grandstand court with a really well-played and tough match between Tyler and Jay DeVilliers. Match of a lot of runs back and forth.
All right, how's this match going so far? Jim Kloss, smartest man in pickleball. Wow.
Very nice play. Well, so far, Schneemann's been the aggressor. She's come to the net every chance she gets. Sleeth staying back surprises me a little bit. I think, you know, you'll know better than I, having just played on the court, but it seems to me it's a court that favors the aggressive player, someone getting aggressively to the net at every opportunity.
Wow, what a great point. I think this game will favor Lacy quite a bit because she likes to get up to the net more so, and if you get up to the net quicker, you're going to eliminate those funky bounces and just kind of eliminating some of those.
Schneemann's been playing very well when I've seen her the last couple of tournaments. She's really been playing well, both singles and doubles.
So for this matchup.
Oh, that was a nice inside-out looping forehand.
So for this matchup, Lacy is coming in at the 12 seed and Layne is at the 20 seed. Is that what you would expect?
Yeah, I think they've got Lacy pegged about right.
Where would you put Layne?
Layne maybe a little lower. You know, one of the things you and I talk a lot about the importance of the seeding and the draw. It gets affected both by the points, but also sometimes the contracts enter into it.
Wow.
Oh, that was a nice shot.
I think if Lacy can get up to the net sooner, she's going to win a lot more points. All right, Kloss, I got a question for you after this point. Wow. That was great by Lacy. All right, I'm a part of a group, a Discord, and they are asking, they want to know how you pronounce my last name.
I get it wrong half the time. I go back and forth. Loon.
All right.
How did I do?
I don't know. We'll leave it at that. Wow. Lacy is picking her targets extremely well and following them up with great volleys, and it's making for a 6-1 lead.
I'm pretty good at not saying long, although I have to admit if I say it enough times I might get it wrong once. Good job closing there by Lacy once she got a chance. Pretty much having her own way so far with an 8-1 lead.
I think that's the right play for Lacy. Even though she missed it, she will win more of those than not. What does Layne need to do to get a few more points?
Well, I'm still surprised that she's not trying at all to come into the net.
Just out.
I think, you know, 5 minutes into the match, I think she should have been able to recognize that playing from the baseline was not going to be a winner.
You should offer your coaching to Layne. Help her out.
It's available to anybody who asks for it, Tyler.
Be careful what you ask for.
Oh, I charge high rates.
9-1.
Wow.
Yeah, she at least got to the kitchen line that time. I do think, Tyler, that as to coaches, I am surprised that more players don't have somebody on the sideline to help them. I think you just get caught up, no matter what your skill level, you just get caught up in the play of it and don't necessarily recognize patterns.
There she goes. She got up to the net and she was able to win that point. Give her a thumbs up if she looks over here so she knows to keep doing that.
1-10.
I don't think it's some great insight. It's just, you know, a lot of times things can be fairly simple, but you just get caught up in your own play, and you don't necessarily recognize it. I know I have times where I watch a tape of my own matches, and I'm thinking I did a really good job of one thing or another. Then I watch the tape, and I'm like, no, you were terrible.
I'm going to clip this and send it to you. You just said you were bad.
She also seems a little bit timid with her serves. Lacy's able to get a pretty good serve return each time.
Just out. One thing that Layne could try doing is returning a little bit more to Lacy's backhand. I think she's been going middle or even to her forehand, which Lacy might prefer. There it is. But Schneemann is tough because she's so agile on the court. She can cover a lot of ground even though she doesn't look like it. She's very explosive. Wow, we look right back over center court and Kwong has a 6-3 lead on Michael. That was in about the span of 30 seconds, it seems like.
Lacy's getting some good topspin off her forehand. I think you're right. Definitely Layne should be going more to her backhand.
It's tricky though. What do you do if Lacy is favoring her backhand, so running around it a little bit? So what options do you have in those situations, Jim?
Well, wait until after this point. I mean, at least, you know, Lacy's not exactly Jack Sock size. When Sock's running around his backhand in such a pronounced fashion, he's so tall and can cover so much court, it doesn't put him at too much of a disadvantage. I wouldn't mind if I'm making Lacy run around her backhand. I think it's putting her out of position somewhat, but you can always like poke it down the forehand side wide, keep her honest.
Wow, Lacy is playing incredible.
Yep. Well, that's what I've been seeing the last few tournaments. She's been playing very, very well.
Have you written about her in your newsletter?
I guess I'll have to mention it in my, I do my daily column on pickleball.com. Please go to pickleball.com. Everything you want to read about pickleball is right there.
How do I get featured in that? Start winning more?
You're a no, I had one on you. I had one on the top 5 lefties in the game. I got criticized for having you #1.
I paid a lot of money for that. That's a great point. What Layne did was able to move that ball around side to side, and she followed it up with some great volleys. If I were Layne, so in my opinion, she's got 2 choices on the return of serve. She either has to get it really to her backhand or really to her forehand. Right now, she's almost going middle backhand. Wow.
I'd like to see her put a little more juice on her serve. She just seems to be basically getting it in. Lacy's able to really drive her serve returns, get off to a great start on the point.
Common theme with this match is Lacy is almost always at the net and Layne is staying back. It's going to be very difficult no matter who you are to win the majority of those points when you're back.
A couple of those Lacy's missed this game, this match.
2-3. Point.
Ties it up here, 3-3 in game 2. Schneemann having won game 1, 11-2.
Just out.
Surprised we didn't see a timeout there. Three mistakes in a row by Lacy. I thought you would have called a timeout.
4-3.
Wow, what a serve. All she needs to do is a couple more of those. How many more? 6 more of those?
Yeah, I don't know that the bad hop is a good winning strategy. Yeah, there's the timeout. I expected it last point.
All right.
The smartest thing she did was bring me in to help her. She deserves a lot of credit for that. I'm sure you'll go in depth on that in your next pod, right?
Definitely. Wow, very close.
Nice touch there.
All right, Schneemann is down 3-6 in game 2.
3-6.
Just need to stick to her same strategy. Her strategy is right. Just eliminate the errors. Yep. Keep forcing that action. If Sleeth is going to give her the net, just take it.
4-6.
Oh, that's
awesome.
nice inside-out forehand there.
I said this earlier, but Schneemann is a little bit smaller in stature, but she covers so much court. I don't know if it was you that wrote about it. Somebody said she was maybe the most athletic women in the game.
Oh, again, she had it. Just a few too many errors. Sleeth serving at 6-5.
6-5.
Oh, a good close on that forehand. Nice play.
All right, and Schneemann comes back to 6-all in game 2 after that timeout. Was she down 3-5 when she called it?
It's either 3-5 or 3-6, but it was 4 errors in a row. Rush that forehand just a little bit. She had time.
Six, six.
Wow.
Point or timeout.
All right, if we do get a game 3, what can you expect?
7, 6.
I will say that we will not get to a game 3.
All right.
I'll take. If there was a Vegas line, I'll bet the Schneemann line, even though she's down 6-7. She just has a better strategy. Just stick with the same thing.
Smartest man in pickleball.
Side out.
As long as Sleeth is going to keep giving her the net, Schneemann's got the advantage. She's been her own worst enemy. Schneemann's given away some points here. Good eye there.
Six, 7.
Man.
Oh, nice little cat and mouse. Sleeth just couldn't quite convert. She had
And
some
that
good
point
drops.
illustrates why it is near impossible to win consistently from the back.
7, 7.
Jeez.
Point.
What do you think as a player of gambling coming to pickleball?
That's great.
8, 7.
Just in terms of creating interest?
In terms of everything, I think it's great. It'll bring a lot more interest, a lot more exposure. It'll raise the stakes, probably get more prize money, more money into tournaments. I think all around it should be a benefit.
7, 8.
Your thoughts? Wow.
Oh, nice shot.
That almost looked out. Curved a lot.
It's definitely coming. I was talking to Connor Pardo yesterday, and he was mentioning how many states now have approved it. It's just a matter of, an organization, whether it's a DraftKings or whatever, getting the experience to be able to set lines. You got a match like this. If you had lines up in Vegas, you got to have somebody that knows enough about pickleball to be able to set an accurate line. Schneemann obviously a favorite, but exactly how much and set an accurate line.
Yeah.
So far, the gamblers are having the advantage of pickleball. The sports books that do have pickleball are losing money on it because people know too much about the sport as compared to the folks who set the lines.
Wow, great inside out. Lacy hit a great inside out, though.
That's a good point. Got JMV over there as ball boy. I guess you'd hire him full time.
8, 9.
Oh, nice forehand there. Gets us to 9-9.
So even though she hit a winner on that, I still would have liked to see her step into the court. She kind of just assumed it was a winner. Had Lacy gotten that ball, she would have been in trouble.
Side out.
Well, I think Sleeth is just looking to hit another ground stroke. She didn't necessarily think it's a winner so much as if she gets a volley back, she just wants to hit another ground stroke instead of charging, like you say, the proper
Yeah, but
move.
she's got to change that mindset for singles. Wow. Smartest man in pickleball.
That gets us
predicting
to
game
a
2.
match point.
All right, here we go. I got a question for you after this match as well.
As long as it's not another Jimmy Miller question.
It's tied to it.
Oh, jeez. Ooh, just long.
Oh, wow.
Pay me.
How much?
I don't know. What was the line when Schneemann was down 6-7? The line was probably about even.
I'll have Jimmy Venmo you.
Yeah, I want my dollar back. I lost that dollar to you once before. I want my dollar back.